Good morning. This is Norma Cowie, and this is a Sunday Thought. Here we are, the second Sunday in January of 2023. And it crossed my mind today, well, often does, but today in particular, I was thinking about how many people that I work with or see or talk to that really do not understand their belief systems. And in particular, a belief that there is an energy available to them that loves them beyond measure. It seems like people feel like they're all alone, that there is no support. And especially in light of what's happened in the last few years, where we have been alone or isolated or not, getting out and hugging other people or coming together to celebrate life. This is isolated people. And what I found in the isolation, very often we lose the habit of hugging each other. We lose the habit of being open and forthcoming in many ways. But also, we are beginning to lose faith. We're beginning to lose trust in faith. We are getting more and more into concern or worry or all those elements that go on. And I know when I speak to my clients about a loving force that is there, when I'm teaching how to create your reality, which I'll be going into detail on Wednesday about, is that they almost look quizzical, like really. And in my childhood, I was sent off to Sunday school and it didn't answer my questions about what life was, because I always ask questions from the get-go, like, what's God? What's this? What's this? How did that work? How did they do that? So that's why I'm a metaphysician, because I needed to go find these other answers that weren't being explained to me in traditional manner. But nobody said to me when I was young that there is a force that they actually are. Let me just go back a bit. What I was taught more, there was a force that judged you about everything, and you're supposed to be some perfect little paragon of virtue, and then everything would be all right. I wasn't taught that this force, whatever name you call it, I don't really care what you call it, because I've taught everything in just about every religion there is going, is that this force loves you, cares about you, and it will create for you. And the key is to know how to work with it so that it creates, so that you get in your life more what you want. Does it mean it's easy? Like, oh, okay, I want this now. No, it doesn't quite work like that. Often I've really worked to have a certain goal come into being and in a certain way, and it hasn't quite shown up exactly like I wanted. But I have learned, or come to learn and appreciate, that it's always for my highest and best. Now, when I first began my journey and learning how to pray effectively, which we do on Monday nights at 7 p.m. live, when I was learning that, I would be making my prayers, we might say, my affirmation, my spiritual mind treatments at the time, for my highest and best. And then I jokingly said, and then I would duck. Now, why would I duck? Is because for my highest and best to come to me, I had to experience those things that were blocking me, which meant very often there weren't things I really liked. So here I would say, allow my highest and best to take place. And then it would be, oh my goodness, what did I ask for? Because now I have to deal with this. I have to figure this out. But I always found that what it was an awareness. And as you clear the decks of your own belief systems that are blocking you, people don't realize we create by our belief systems. And our belief systems start early. As I always say, from conception on, every time you have a strong feeling, you reach back and make the same decision that you made previously. All our early decisions, as far as I'm concerned, are other life-based. And then we just keep repeating, go on and on and on. So when we come to the growth factor of wanting to understand more, and we say, I want just my highest and best, I want to activate my highest and best, then you get to take a look at all these belief systems that are not acting in your favor, not acting in what it is that you want, in the direction that you want. I've come to a lot of different conclusions over the years of my life, and I really have found things that can work for me. Do I always do them diligently and correctly? No, because I'm human and I have emotions and I get carried away on things. But what it has done is make me aware of what I really believe and what I don't believe when it comes to creating, when it comes to support, and in particular to the loving universe that we live in. Very often we don't hear, and I don't think enough, that the earth itself is a living entity. It's alive. It thinks, it works. And to me, it's an emotional planet that we live upon. And we don't appreciate it. I know I haven't always appreciated it, but it's beautiful when you just stop and look at some of the scenery and some of the things that go on, the beauty. But if you start tuning into this love vibration that it gives and starts creating, how I was raised, it was something that was always beyond you, way beyond you, way, and if you were lucky, you might be, get into being looked upon. And I found that actually that's not how it works. At least it didn't for me. If it didn't for me, it hasn't for a lot of other people that I've worked with. Life is such an incredible, loving thing. And it's being able to touch into that love and know it's there. Now, it to me, it's always available. And it's been available for me for many, many years. But it's like, it doesn't mean I live in there, because I'm very mental also. And I go from my head and then I go, oh, I've got to come back and remember that this universal energy is there for me. I don't have to figure everything out in my own life in my own way. Anyway, that's what I wanted you to think about today. I want you to think about, what are your actual belief systems that are creating your reality? I want you to think about, are you connected to and aware of this great loving force that is there for you and will always support you? Because it has no judgment. Very often people think that life is trying to tell you to go this way or that way and the other. No, it just loves you. If you want this, and it may not be the best thing for you, you will get it, because that's how you learn and that's how you grow. But you are loved. You are loved beyond measure. You can and can become connected to that love force. You can become aware. And that's what I wish for every person that listens to this, is to know they're not alone, that they are not alone, that this force is available to them if they just knew how to breathe in and allow it to be. So that's my Sunday thought for today. I look forward to being back tomorrow night at 7 live, doing my mental mind treatments, and which is a prayer combining my own psychic abilities. And then again on Wednesday for the biggest talk, Norma Talks. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being and listening. Thank you for all the nice things and the comments that I get. I appreciate it. Blessings for this day. Bye.